Hey guys, what's up? It's Lamo Taku. Today I'm doing my review slash discussion on Rurouni Kenshin Volume 1. Alright, so I know that this series isn't new and it's already over and everyone's already seen or read it, but I haven't, and so I'm doing review slash discussions for I think 28 volumes. So if you don't want to watch these, you don't have to, but mainly this is for my enjoyment because I kind of, if I think about what's happened in the volume and kind of like look over it and like discuss it or something like that, get feedback on it, I tend to enjoy the series a little bit more. So yeah, like if I break out all the stuff down. So here's volume 1, by the way. Cover kind of sucks. Yeah. So, and plus, I'm also doing this for those of you who have not read this or seen it. Um, Basically, my idea was to be like so that you could go out, read Volume 1, and then come back, watch the Volume 1 discussion or review, and then go read Volume 2. And then that would make kind of the experience more enjoyable, I guess you could say, because you're like following along the videos. So that's just a suggestion if you haven't read it yet, and if you start reading it, you can come back to these videos. So yeah. Alright. By the way, I am not going to be doing a review on the, where is it? The end of volume special, right here. So yeah, I'm basically just doing the actual volume. So, the reason I'm not doing that is because I read it in the VisBig edition here, and yeah, I just have volume 1 as well, so I'm showing you volume 1. But after volume 2, which I also have, we're going to be starting to only show the VisBigs. So yeah. Alright. And the end of volume specials and the VisBigs are at the end, so that's why I'm not doing the VisBig. I mean the end of volume specials. So yeah. Alright. I guess we can get started now. So basically, I'd just like to say right off the bat that I cannot pronounce or remember any of the names of anything in this besides Kenshin. So I'm terrible with these Japanese names, but so yeah. I'm just gonna say that girl or that little boy until I start to know their names, except for Kenshin, of course. So yeah, that's who I'm calling Kenshin. So I'm not gonna use his weird name that starts with a B. Kenshin is the easiest thing. Alright, so let's get started. So basically, Kenshin, or he's a Rurouni, which basically means he's like a traveling samurai type guy. He basically fought off in these, really old wars, or the revolution. It wasn't really old. He's like 30 years old now, or 28 or something like that. And, yeah, basically he meets up with this girl, and he joins their, or he like stays at the dojo that this girl owns. And so yeah, they take in this other little boy, and there's like some story on how they met and stuff like that. Um, I'm also assuming you kind of already know what happened. It's just a refresher. So he meets up with this other guy um, who like, I don't know, he's got this huge sword, and he really wants to fight him because he's also a good fighter and stuff, and he hasn't really had any other good competition. Um, to be honest, there really isn't that much to say about Volume 1. It was good, but I mean, not really anything to discuss good. Like, there isn't something crazy that's gonna happen in the future or anything like that. So yeah, I guess we could say some stuff about um how Rurouni Kenshin, or his name isn't Rurouni, but how Kenshin's kind of a peaceful guy, and he wants to avoid fighting if necessary, or wants to avoid fighting if he can, only will fight when it's necessary. So, yeah. Um, Apparently he uses a sword that's kind of made wrong in a way. Like the blade is facing like inward, so like if that's the like the curve of the blade usually the blade should be on the outside here, and then like this part isn't blade, but his is on the inside there. So yeah, so his sword's kind of wrong. So it says that he would be a lot better with a like without that handicap. So yeah, like an example of that is right here. If you look at his sword, it's kind of like the curve of it, the blade is kind of on the inside where the whiter part is. But what's kind of funny to me is how he looks here compared to how he looks there. Like right there he looks pretty badass. But here, right here, he just kind of looks stupid. So yeah. Um, I really don't really know any of Kenshin's goals. Like right off the bat, in for example Naruto and One Piece, we figure out that Luffy wants to be the king of the pirates, Naruto wants to be the Hokage, and we kind of see the direction the series is going in. But at the start here, I can't really see at all the direction this is going in. There isn't any greater conflict really. They're kind of in some village, and I don't really see anything happening anytime soon, unless the whole series is gonna just be like him going around and fighting a bunch of random people. But I kind of want to see a greater conflict type thing. But maybe I'm just too used to that, and I should get more used to having these smaller conflicts, because all I've read so far is Death Note, Naruto, and One Piece, and those are all entirely worldly conflicts. Well, except for One Piece. So yeah, that's it for Volume 1, really. Alright. See you guys next time with Volume 2.